is my fresh pool on the river. This is my lowest pool down.
When you're dead level with the chimney,
Yes.
start fishing.
So good morning everybody, here we are again. We're out on the River Tweed today. Now I'm fishing the very bottom beat of the River Tweed. This is a tidal beat. It's called Tweed Hill, I'm sure many of you know it. And it's 100% a low water beat, which was what we've got. However, we have got a terribly bright sun. And no ripple on the water, which Brian stroke Ginger tells me is a terrible sign, but we're going to work on regardless. Trying our best. I've got one fly on. It's a very small size 14 trout double. Just a little black and silver thing. And we're just going to have to winkle one out, I think. That's the plan. So we've got 10 or 12 foot intermediate tip, and then a further 7 feet of 15-pound maxima to just a single fly. The water's very clear. It's absolutely full of little trout. I mean, literally, it's absolutely rammed with these little trout. Surrounding me. Now the tide's going to play an important factor in today. So high tide is at 10:30. It's now about 9:45. When I was tackling up, I saw a fish in the pool above. So there are fish, obviously pushing in ahead of the tide. And hopefully there's a few more to follow. So last week on the Tweed was amazing. I think by some reports there was about 350 fish caught on the Tweed last week. Yesterday there was 33, the day before there was 36, and they were all on these lower beats. There's a fish over there. So the likes of Milne Garden, I'm just going to go a little bit further up actually. Milne Garden, they had 3 fish here yesterday. Lady Kirk had 5. I think Horncliffe had fish as well, so all the lower beats had fish, but that makes sense. The water's low, so the fish aren't going to be pushing on. I wish it wasn't so sunny, but there's nothing I can do, sadly. We don't have time to do any sacrifices to the rain gods, or at least to the cloud gods. A nice bit of cloud cover would be cool, which was what the forecast was actually. And it was also supposed to be quite windy today. upstream. That was a good way down, but it's nice to see him. So that's the second fish that I've seen. Third fish actually, if I include the one in the other pool. So it's encouraging. Like, and the thing about these, you know they're going to be absolutely brand new, these fish. They're going to be bars of silver, hopefully. Well, hopefully we can get a hold of one. I don't think there's any doubt they're going to be here. At least for a little while. Another disturbance of a fish there just upstream of where I've cast. Finally, first bit of cloud cover of the day. There's one cloud. Let's hope it's only a case of one cloud is all it takes. I'm pretty much at the end of the bit that I'm supposed to fish, but there are a couple of fish showing just down where I'm covering now. So hopefully this cloud will make all the difference. Here comes an egret, I think. There it is. Okay, so we've been through once, and now after a quick consultation with Brian the Gilly, we've been advised to try a sunray. So I've got this giant monstrosity that I made last night. I pulled the stops out with this and give it all the bells and all the whistles, so hopefully this thing does the job. Been told to strip it as fast as I can. So there are a lot of tide fresh fish in here. So the idea is to try and excite one into taking, or try and find a stupid one. It's not an easy day. I mean, it's absolutely flat, calm and bright. Sunshine. My hands are getting sunburned, I think. Oh well, failure in the first pool, so that was the morning session in there. And probably that's the most action we might see today, because that was the 2 hours after high tide. So we did certainly see a few fish splashing around. But I suspect since they've all gone quiet now, they've either pushed up the beat or they've just settled down somewhere. I think it might be a long day today, folks. So we're off to fish on an island. We're going to be fishing this side, so the stream splits obviously between the island there where the cattle are. There's another gentleman fishing the other stream, and we're going to be fishing this one. The cows are beautiful. I think they're longhorns. I'm not 100%. They've certainly got long horns. They're either longhorns or short horns. I'm going to say longhorns because of the length of the horns. But they're pretty chilled, thankfully, because obviously you should never go near cows and calves. So I'm guessing these are accustomed to people. But they're certainly fine, handsome specimens. Anyway, so this bit of water that I'm fishing now, I've got 3 pools to fish. And one of the other rods hooked and lost a fish this morning. And had another pull as well. I want to fish this again with something a little bit heavier. So I've just got a dressed fly on, but I want to give it another go. Definitely want to pitch a heavier fry in there. There's a little bit more depth than that looks like there. I could see a fish just hanging around in there, especially with it being such a bright day. They are getting a bit of cover from the broken water, but I might just be skating over the top of them. Okay. That cow's not done our calf any favours, just decided to come across here, left it over there, spooked the pool, two bastard goosenanders downstream of me there. That's a sure sign there's salmon about. Like the bull's going to town making a sand pit. Get in there, son. Come on, fishies. One thing to go well so far today is that my legs are dry so far. The repairs I did in my weight, I seem to have done the trick. He's over there shouting for a calf. I mean, what's he supposed to do? It's no good shouting for him, mate. You need to go back and get him. He's trying his chances on the other cow that's not his mother. She's having none of it. No milk to be had for that calf at the moment. Oh, look, here he comes. I thought he was going to go for it there. Done with this wind this morning. Those are sand martins. There's no swallows about, but yesterday I did notice that there was a lot of swallows at home. So I know I've heard comments that people are saying there's no swallows this year. We didn't have any for a while. They were definitely late to come. Saw plenty yesterday. Yes, that's a fish. Ah, it's off. Fuck. Fuck. Well, the fishing was pretty much disastrous on the Tweed for me. One of the other rods caught a salmon. Well done to him. Brand new bar of silver with sea lice on it. Not to be for me, unfortunately. So what I've done, there wasn't much encouragement to stay on and fish on tonight. So what I've done, I've decided to just switch locations. So I was quite close to a club water. I thought to myself, well, you know what it is, the fishing was dire, so I might as well have a nice lunch. So I thought we'd come here and do a little bit of cooking, then I might go for a stroll down to the river with a dry fly rod and just flick that about for an hour later on, and just to see if I can catch a trout, maybe, or a grayling. Anyway, let's do some cooking, because the fishing was very, very disappointing today. That bloody sky has been as blue as Benidorm all bloody day long, and when I woke up this morning and opened up the curtains and saw that, honestly, I was crestfallen. Such is life. I am usually in the wrong place at the wrong time. And to be fair, I think we all are, really, isn't it? It's just, that's just part of it. I've got a right mixture of ingredients today. I failed in my attempt to go supermarket fishing yesterday as well. I went to 4 different supermarkets on my way home from work last night, trying to find some fresh mussels. And I failed, and then this morning I called into one before I started actually fishing. Same result, no mussels. Anyway, we'll just have to plough on regardless. So I've got some fennel, I've got some tomatoes, I've got some ginger. Some garlic. I had to make do with these already cooked mussels and some shrimps. And this is ice cold thanks to the cool box. I'll leave that there just now. I did have an onion, but it seems to have gone AWOL. Anyway, I guess we're not having an onion. Next we've got some coriander. Put the stalks into. I don't mind the stalks. Once upon a time in my first ever chef's job, I used to have to spend hours and hours and hours picking all the stalks off the leaves. Look, I can't help myself doing it. I also had to take the beards off mussel after mussel after mussel. Yeah, that'll do. And then finally, a bit of lemon. Oh, I have to say I'm ready for this. Oh, that's delicious. She wants a bit of salt. There we are. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well, cheers everybody. That's delicious. Ah. Well, the fishing was pretty disastrous. I pretty much stuffed up the only chance of the day. I thought if I might get one pull today if I was lucky. And unfortunately I didn't convert that into a fish, but such is life, you can't win them all. At least I got the dining style. Very juicy. The last time I was here there was a lovely field of barley in there. And already the next crop's in ready for next year. I think we're now in the second week of August and there's no rain on the forecast for the next 2 weeks. On the long-term forecast there's just no rain on the way. So unless something changes, it's going to be a big rain. So we're going to be into September. And then September will go by in the blink of an eye. And then you're into October, and October you can get flooded off, leafed off, pissed off. So yeah, it's almost like the season's just absolutely flown by. For myself, I have to admit, I do generally live in the moment. So, I don't know, for me it seems like time seems to be going very, very slowly. I remember when I opened my bakery, ironically enough, which was 13 years ago, a baker's dozen. And it seems to me like a million years ago, not just 13 years. I think that's a good thing, to be present. And fishing certainly makes you present. I have no idea what to expect here. Like I say, I've come down to fill some time in. I've had my dinner, I've had some coffee. I'm feeling rather relaxed and comfortable. I've got a dry foot, which is a lovely novelty. And this is a beautiful place. I imagine it's going to be mega low, but the target is not salmon. But if it was ducks, I would be in for some success. Yeah, there's going to be some of the deeper pools will still be plenty fishable, and hopefully in the evening we might get some rising fish again. There's a dipper over on the far bank. I do like the dippers. I saw a great big grayling in there one day, and I'm sure I thought it was a salmon. So it was a big grail. It was like 4 pounds, I reckon, because I watched it all day and I had loads of casts at it, but it was too sly for me. I've got a little F-fly on here, and looks like I've got a nymph on as well. Oh, that's handy. We'll just fish these as they are. The nymph's got a plastic bead, so that's probably perfect. So there's a couple of rises just on the edge of those bubbles there. What I've got on looks like flies that are on the water. They're actually inside the scum water. They're obviously feeding on things that are trapped in the film. Put some casts into the scum. Heat it up. They're definitely not giving themselves up easily. There was a couple of, oh, there's a nice rise there. Yeah, I was saying I was trying to say there was some quite nice rises inside the scummy bit. Should probably change my fly, but can't be bothered, to be honest. Don't know where that was. I heard it, I didn't see it. It was obviously a nice rise. Yeah. That was a take and a half. Oh, there's a lot of snot on the line. That's a nice trout. That's a really nice trout. On the black pennel, swung down and across. What a lovely fish. Well, that makes up for my terrible day of salmon fishing.